Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here, and today I want to showcase what is, in my opinion, the best event lab creation in Forza Horizon 5 that is set in the country of Egypt. Now, there isn't just one Egypt race that is spectacular, but there's actually two. Now, just quickly though, Playground Games, I have recently unlocked the new Cadillac CT4 Blackwing, and there seems to be a small bug with this car. In Forza Vista mode and the way the car shifts, it sounds to me that it's supposed to be a manual, but the driver's hand animation in cockpit view suggests that it is using paddle shifters, so hopefully this can be patched up sometime in the near future. But today, I want to start off by exploring this Egypt Part 1 Cairo by Joe C. It's been played over 80,000 times with over 50,000 likes, which is a phenomenal play to like ratio. So let's start. Now, the first time I heard about this was on one of the recent Forza Monthly live streams. But the thing is with these live streams is that the viewership immediately drops once all the upcoming content for Horizon 5 has been announced, but sometimes we could miss absolute gems like this being showcased. Now, immediately, I already feel as though I'm no longer in Mexico, and I certainly feel as if I've been transported to somewhere even drier. And look, I've never been to Egypt before, but from the photos that I've seen on Google, this, to me, looks like quite an accurate representation of their capital city of Cairo, considering everything was built solely from what Horizon 5 offers, no mods, no internal 3D modeling from photos, just assets available from the game itself. What's even more impressive, and this was also said in the Forza Monthly livestream too, is that many of the unique buildings that you see in this particular race were actually made using just simple basic props. And some are even individually crafted, even though they weren't necessarily at the forefront of the race, which just shows to me the incredible levels of creativity and determination by the creator Joe C. Also, the roads themselves, many of them were also made up, and I think there's only about 1 or 2 roads that were used from the existing main map of Horizon 5, and I gotta be honest, I just love everything about this, which then kind of got me thinking, could Egypt be a location that a Horizon game be set in the future? I mean, to me, I feel as though that there are better places to explore first in the Horizon series before hosting a game in Egypt. However, because Playground Games are constantly introducing more user-generated content by introducing more event lab props in every single update, what if Forza Horizon gave us a complete sandbox mode where you could create a full map? Because looking at this, I'm just thinking, man, I selfishly wish that there was more of this track right now that I could explore and go out in free roam. Now, let's imagine hypothetically Forza Horizon does plan on some sandbox mode in the future. I don't think it will come anytime soon, as we all know with an event lab creation, there's a limited budget as to how much we can put in an individual creation, and I would imagine this to be almost at 100% budget for sure. What really impresses me the most is that this was done by one single individual. Imagine what 20, 50, or even 100 Joe C's could make. For anyone that hasn't tried this out as of yet, give it a try and you certainly would not be disappointed. Now, if you want to explore this map without any other driver tars, you can also do this race and choose any vehicle you want. Here, you can really explore the entire map without any interruptions, which I would strongly recommend just to see all the fine craftsmanship behind the creation. And of course, if you want to know how this area looked like on the main map, just simply quit the race and you'll realize just how empty this place actually was. So I did say in the beginning of this video that there will be a couple of Egypt races to showcase, and of course, the first race being part 1, well, there is a part 2 which is called Pyramids of Giza. Now, this one is not as popular as part 1, which I believe it should be, and also it was created by another user known as GT Deny. Now, I'm not sure if both of these races were released at the same time, but I do believe this event lab creation should have also been highlighted in the Forza monthly livestream too. Now, unfortunately though, with this race, you are restricted to only using Extreme E cars. Now, there might be a very good reason for this by the user. However, I would have loved to have seen perhaps more car choices, as I'm not the biggest fan of Extreme E cars, but that's not really that important. What is important is the map. So I guess you could call this race a sequel to the first one, and it already starts quite different. We are in a sandstorm, something that is very appropriate to the setting of Egypt, and we are going off-road. Now this time we can see the pyramids up close and personal, which we did get a glimpse of far away in the very first race. And again, I just love the way this track has been designed. Now, the first part does feel quite Horizon-esque as an off-road race, but as we get closer to the pyramids, things start to get a little more technical and difficult to drive. The turns get sharper and the road gets narrower. Now, here is what shocked me. I was thinking, are we going to be driving up the pyramids for this race? But little did I know there was a smashable wall and you just simply jump right through it, heading inside the pyramids. This makes complete sense, as in real life, you can explore what's inside of the pyramids. And to be able to do this in a vehicle is pretty cool. Now, even if Forza Horizon was to be set in Egypt, I'm not sure if the developers would be allowed or be granted to do something like this, but because this is an event lab creation, I guess that is the beauty, because there are really no limitations at all. Now, as the race progresses, the dust storm does settle down and it just ends up raining, but I will say driving the Extreme E cars inside the pyramids was quite a difficult task, as the corners were rather tight and the car was just so big. I was hitting walls very often, so if we had the option to do this race with maybe a smaller car, that would be great too. Now, much like the first Egypt race, you can tell that there's so much thought into building this event lab too, as just creating one pyramid with a track on the inside would have taken who knows how long. I know when I create something on event labs, 2 hours later, I've pretty much done nothing of significance. So again, the time put into this and the entire design is just simply amazing. And for sure, should get the same amount of exposure as the Part 1 race. And if you guys haven't tried this, I would suggest for all of you to give this a go. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to showcase these two event lab creations in today's video. A massive shout out to both Josie and GT Deny for making such incredible races, and it's really cool to see that users within the community can officially, using the stuff within the game, transform Forza Horizon 5 Mexico to somewhere completely different. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as it really does help me out. And of course, if you guys would like to stay up to date with everything Forza Horizon 5 related, be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.